Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale. Terry Belter Harper. She fights out of England and won the IBO title back in 2019. Miss GB, she fights out of Liverpool, England, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Yorkshire, England, here is a women's super featherweight champion of the world, Terry Belter Harper. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this, but it could only happen here.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. And that is that. She surrenders. This is over. And that will do it. This fight is over.
Another gun. All day and just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Filling out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been there before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my end just begun. Another one last time please ya. Now I ain't live to please ya. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days to review. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to the 10. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where I... Yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I... Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one. Another one done.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Terry Belter Harper. She won the IBO lightweight title in 2019 and the WBC lightweight title in 2020. Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool, UK, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Yorkshire, England, here is a women's super featherweight champion of the world, Terry Belter Harper. Fighting out of the blue corner from Liverpool, England, here is the five-time champion at 64 kilograms, a two-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. After their first contest, it was one of those fights where you were saying, we've got to see it again. I want Harper versus Jonas Part 2, and we're getting it here.
So how does Terry Harper make sure she wins the fight this time? She doesn't want to draw. What she does, she uses her youth, her pace, her speed, her movement. If you stand in front of anybody that has the skill, they're going to outskill you. But the one thing you can't pretend to have is youth. And so she needs to use her youth, use the ring, use her footwork, and get Natasha chasing her. She'll look too slow. She wants to stand in front of her. Do not stand in front of her. Terry Harper needs to box and talk.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
You'd like to see more jabs. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. pushing. Back and forth they go. These fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent.
There's the bell to start round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. The straight right just misses. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Back on the job. That was a great round. You're fighting smart, you're staying ahead. She's much better than this girl.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes
Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
best thing the fighter did, otherwise you know what, pride's going to get you knocked out.
It's all offense all the time. I guess showboating is part of their plan. Misses. They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. Here's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this.
On to the 6th round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Misses with the straight left. Well, she's dominating her, and she's telling her all about it. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut does not score. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Harper in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
win this round.
Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Through the straight left, but it won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Defense is not an option for these two. Harper is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good round for her for sure. Talking about Harper in that last round. It's not. And we enter the 8th round. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. The straight right just misses. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. She wasn't ready for that counter. That jab misses. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give. There's the bell to start round 9. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The straight right just misses. Couldn't land that jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I don't want to lose this round. Now you let her back into the fight that round. That's up. So just keep her moving, get her where you want her. Get her in the corner. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just box her. Just be smart. Just get your shots off. Just don't give her anything. It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry.
And there's the bell for round 10. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods. They 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Incredible work rate. What a massive shot there. Down she goes. Let's see it again one more time.
Where the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round.
They believe their fight.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. punch right up the middle. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Well, she's just rubbing it in her face now, isn't she? And she has no choice but to take a knee.
Smart move. Sometimes you're going to lose a battle to win a war.
6, 7, 8.
Punch dropped her hard. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.